This time on Road and Race, I go through some of my favourite features you might not know about on a BMW. In the last episode, I went through some of the real-world problems I faced when trying to upgrade my brakes. In this episode, I'll take you through some of my favourite options and features on my BMW that you may or may not know about. I'm using my M3 for this, but many features should be available on most BMWs. So if you've bought a second-hand car like me and don't know what features came with it, there is a way of finding out. If you write down your VIN number, which is usually in the window, that's probably the easiest place to find it, and type a BMW VIN checker into any search engine, you'll be able to input that VIN number into this website, and then it will list out all the options your car came with. So let's start with number one, brake regeneration. When I looked at my list of options that came with the car, I was curious as to what this could possibly be. I was thinking kind of Formula One style and kind of KERS, kind of energy regeneration system. Well, I looked it up and it's not that glamorous. BMW's version of brake regeneration is simply disengaging the alternator when you're accelerating. So this will put less of a drag on the engine and should give you a bit more fuel economy. I think BMW say 3%. Number two, brake hill assist. This is another option I saw on my list and wondered what it was. When I looked it up, I was quite impressed. What it basically is when you're on a hill, the car detects that. I think it's again about 3 degrees of incline. And what the car will do is that after you release the brake pedal, it will still hold it on for 2 seconds. This gives you enough time to get on the accelerator and drive off. Now, you could just use the handbrake, but it's a bit more convenient, isn't it? Number three, power folding mirrors. If you've paid for the folding wing mirror option on your BMW, if you just hold the lock button, it should fold the mirrors closed without you having to manually push the switch. Number four, coding. If you don't like something on your BMW, generally there's a way of changing it. I've done a whole section on coding your vehicle, which allows you to change more options than BMW initially allow you to do. So for instance, I set my car to show the true speed on my digital speedometer instead of the adjusted speed they give you by default. I'll put a little card link up in the corner and you can click that and watch that video if you like. Another option you may or may not have because it's buried in the iDrive is the warm start function. Now this is really cool on winter's day. You can program in a time when you want the car to be nice and warm and it will automatically warm the car up for you. This works by using the battery and the heater. Number six, the ski hatch. If you have rear folding seats, you may or may not know that the middle section also has a little kind of cubby hole which you can open up. You just have to pull this piece of seat out of the way and then the hatch opens like this. This apparently is the ski option, although I doubt I'll ever get a chance to try that. But I have used it for carrying large pieces of wood from the builders merchants and things like that. Number seven, hidden cubby hole. My M3 doesn't have a lot of cubby holes, but it was nice to find a little secret kind of compartment just here under the light switch. So you can store something small. Generally, the BMW key fob comes with a rechargeable battery and that will charge when you insert it into its socket here. But if you went for the comfort access option, then it actually comes with a normal battery and you have to swap it out when it gets low. Number eight, daytime running lights. When I got my BMW, the daytime running lights setting was on, so that meant that the angel eye lights were on all the time. Now I quite like that because it's probably a little bit safer, plus I think it looks cool. But if you don't, then you can turn it off inside the iDrive. Number nine, the drink cooler. Now I think this was probably a factory option, but if you do look inside the armrest, there'll be a little cup holder inside here. And there is also a little switch, which if you turn it on will pump some of the aircon into the cup holder and keep your beverage nice and cold. Next time on Road and Race. One of the reported problems with my BMW E92 M3 is that of engine failure due to failed rod bearings. One of the ways to potentially get an early warning of this problem is to send the engine oil off for analysis. So join me next time when I change the oil, post the oil, wait a bit, then go through the results. If you've enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing and clicking the like button as it really helps me be able to make more shows. Click the video in the top right of the screen to watch the next episode in this series, or the one in the bottom right to watch from the start of this series. And as always, thank you for watching.